Monday's episode of Emmerdale delivers a dramatic confrontation as Mack Boyd violently turns on Ross Barton, leaving him seriously hurt after a tense clash at the farm. The shocking incident raises one big question: will Ross survive the fall? Ross's future hangs in the balance after an explosive showdown with Mack. In the latest episode, airing on ITVX and ITV1 on Monday, Mack finally confronts Ross over the betrayal that has been simmering for months. Determined to settle the score, Mack persuades Ross to meet him at the farm. His anger stems from Ross's secret affair with Mack's wife, Charity Dingle. After a drunken night together some time ago, Ross and Charity slept together, and Charity later became pregnant with his child. Charity had previously agreed to act as a surrogate for Sarah and Jacob Sugden. When baby Leyla was born, everyone was led to believe she was Sarah and Jacob's daughter. In reality, Leyla is the biological child of Ross and Charity. Now that Mack has uncovered the truth, he decides Ross must face the consequences and learn that the secret is no longer hidden. During Monday's episode, Mack convinces Ross that he needs assistance with work at the farm. Ross arrives feeling uneasy, especially after Kev Townsend hinted that people had started discovering what really happened. Hoping everything is fine between them, Ross asks Mack directly, and Mack pretends that there is no problem. However, once they are alone at the farm, it quickly becomes obvious that Mack has been hiding his true intentions. The confrontation soon spirals into a physical fight, with tempers reaching dangerous levels. As the struggle continues on the barn's mezzanine, the situation turns even more intense. Mack forcefully pushes Ross, sending him crashing over the edge to the ground below. Ross is left lying injured after the fall, and the episode ends without revealing what happens next. Official spoilers remain deliberately vague, only confirming that Mack walks away and leaves Ross behind. The unanswered questions now are how badly Ross has been injured, and whether his life is in danger. Viewers will have to keep watching this week to discover the outcome and find out if Mack eventually admits responsibility for what happened. Despite the dramatic cliffhanger, the remaining spoilers for the week do not indicate that Ross dies. Soap storylines often keep major twists secret, so key details are sometimes left out of advance previews. Even so, there are strong signs that Ross survives the ordeal. None of the upcoming episodes suggest that his family and friends fear the worst, which hints that he remains part of the story. It also appears that Mike Parr is not expected to leave the series, making it even more likely that Ross pulls through. Wednesday's episode should reveal the full consequences of the attack, but for now, everything points to Ross surviving and staying in the village. Noah's future in Emmerdale appears uncertain after he reveals plans that could see him leave the village behind. Although life in the village is rarely short of excitement, it can also become repetitive, with most days revolving around work, the local pub and home. It seems Noah has started questioning whether he wants something different from life. In upcoming episodes of the ITV soap, Noah begins thinking seriously about finding opportunities beyond the village, raising the possibility that he could be preparing for a major exit. As Charity Dingle's son, Noah has experienced more than his share of turmoil over the years. Not long ago, he served a prison sentence after being convicted of stalking and harassing Chloe Harris. Following his release, he managed to rebuild his life and move forward. Last year, Noah became caught up in Joe Tate's dangerous kidney transplant scheme. Joe desperately needed a donor, but resorted to shocking and completely unethical methods in an attempt to save himself. Joe secretly drugged Noah before taking him to a private hospital, where Dr. Crowley carried out tests to see if Noah was a suitable kidney match. When the results showed they were incompatible, Joe abandoned him on the roadside without a second thought. Still under the effects of the drugs, Noah wandered into the path of a limousine being driven by Charity. The resulting crash sent the vehicle onto a frozen lake, triggering a tragic chain of events that ultimately claimed the lives of Amy Wyatt, Susie Merton, and Leyla Harding. When he is not caught up in the endless drama surrounding the Dingle and Tate families, Noah works as an electrician. While he enjoys the job and earns a decent living, he has begun feeling that there could be more waiting for him elsewhere. In scenes due to air soon, Noah tells Mack Boyd that he is thinking about applying for jobs overseas. The idea of starting a new chapter abroad appeals to him, offering the chance to experience life beyond the familiar surroundings of the village. Whether Noah actually follows through with his plans remains to be seen. At the same time, he is among several residents who could become involved in the looming storyline surrounding Dr. Caitlin Todd. At present, Noah has no idea about everything Dr. Todd allegedly put his mother through. If he discovers the full truth, however, his reaction could dramatically alter the course of events. Could Noah end up taking revenge by killing Dr. Todd before leaving the village behind? For now, viewers can only wait to see whether his plans involve a fresh start abroad or something far more sinister. Emmerdale viewers believe they may have uncovered the real reason behind Noah Dingle's reported departure, with many linking his exit to a shocking death storyline. Fans were surprised by reports claiming that Noah Dingle is set to leave the ITV soap after more than 2 decades. Since the news emerged, many have begun speculating that his farewell could be connected to a major murder twist. According to reports, the actor who has portrayed Noah for the past 17 years is expected to leave the series later this year. The character, who is Charity Dingle's son and Joe Tate's brother, is therefore believed to be heading for an emotional exit. The timing of the reports has caught viewers' attention because recent spoilers have already hinted that Noah may be preparing to leave the village. In episodes airing next week, Noah starts questioning whether it is time to move on and build a new life elsewhere. He shares his thoughts with his stepfather, Mack Boyd, during a heartfelt conversation about his future. Noah reveals that he is thinking about applying for jobs overseas, raising the possibility that he could permanently leave the village behind. How Mack responds to the idea remains to be seen. Many fans believe this storyline could provide the perfect explanation for Noah's departure. However, ITV has not commented on the reports after being approached, leaving viewers to continue speculating. Some fans are convinced that Noah's plans to move abroad are simply a distraction from a much darker twist. Instead, they suspect his exit will be tied to the upcoming death of Dr. Todd. After everything Dr. Todd allegedly put Charity through, including blackmail and sexual assault, viewers have started wondering whether Noah could be driven to seek revenge. The circumstances surrounding Dr. Todd's death remain a closely guarded secret, with neither the identity of the killer nor the events leading up to the tragedy having been revealed. This has led some fans to suggest that Noah could be responsible for the killing before either fleeing the country or ending up behind bars. One viewer shared the theory on social media, suggesting that Noah's reported departure might coincide with Dr. Todd's death and that leaving the country could be his attempt to avoid imprisonment or escape justice. Other fans quickly backed the idea, with several agreeing that Noah now seems like one of the strongest candidates to be involved, especially following reports that he is leaving the soap. Emmerdale continues to air on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1, while new episodes are also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.